Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. I want to welcome you to our live broadcast, Just Jump Challenge, day one. Woo! I'm super excited about this. I want to really welcome everybody all around the world, wherever you are. If you are in the United States, Canada, South Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, uh, wherever you are watching me live, I want to welcome you. So, I really want to welcome you. Thank you very much. I want to say thank you to everyone all around the world who have supported us to have this live broadcast. I really want to also appreciate all our team globally, the Just Jump Challenge team. I want to say thank you to everyone who have supported us. I really want to say thank you. I'm excited about this. Yes, this is going to be awesome. This is going to be awesome. So I really want you to do something for me before we get started. In fact, I just saw some information from our guests. Our guests are ready. They are already backstage and they are ready to enter the studio so that we can make things happen today. But before we do anything, I want you to do something. Once you come in, I want you to just, I want you to type something right now. Type something right now. I want you to just let me know where you are joining us from. Let us know your location. Where are you joining us today? Are you joining us from the US, from Nigeria, from South Africa? Let us know where you are joining us from. This is really, really powerful. So wherever you are joining us, let us know. I want you to just, make a comment so that we can know where you are joining us from. And then, very, very important, I really want you to know that today is going to be a powerful day. It's going to be a powerful. I'm super excited about this. I'm super excited. We are going to bring in our guests in the next few minutes. Our guests are ready. They are already backstage. They are in the studio. We're going to bring them in a few minutes. But before we move on, I'm going to give us a simple framework of Just Jump Challenge. This framework will let you understand everything that we are going to be focusing on for the next 7 days. For the next 7 days, this is going to be really powerful. This will be transforming lives. In fact, lives will be transformed. It's going to be transformational. It's going to be inspirational. It's going to be motivational. See, let me tell you something. Your life will change. I guarantee you that. Because people that we have put together, people that are coming here, these are experts in industries. These are people that I respect myself. These are people that are impacting lives. These are influencers in different industries. These are people that we don't just, see every day. These are people who have tools and strategies that they've applied in their lives. And they are going to be sharing everything with you live. They are going to be real. They are going to be, practical about everything. Let me tell you this. Just Jump Challenge will challenge you, will push you to do something you have never done before. I guarantee you that. So let me give you an overview of what we are going to be doing for the next 7 days. Okay. So I want you to take your pen. I want you to take your pen, make sure you have your workbook. I believe you have downloaded your workbook because the workbook is on this page. So if you have not downloaded the workbook, I want to encourage you to download the workbook before we get started. Download your workbook. This is very important. Okay. All right. Let me share my screen so that you can see what we are going to be focusing on for the next 7 days. I want to give you an overview. All right. So let's look at this. All right. Okay. See, can you just imagine what we have packed together, what we have put together for you? I mean, look at the first day. Carlos is ready. He's already backstage. We also have Sidney Sanni is already backstage. I mean, this is really, really powerful. Today, we are going to be focusing on personal leadership during crisis. We're going to be focusing on personal leadership during crisis. Tomorrow, day 2, we are going to be focusing on crisis management and wealth creation mindsets. I mean, just imagine people that we have here. People that we have here. We have Dr. Koye Sanni. We have Nate Helvin. I mean, these are, experts in this area. We have Dr. Adeyemi Adeniyi, who is going to be giving you some powerful tools on wealth creation. I mean, just imagine the third day, May 3rd. May 3rd, we are going to be focusing on problem solving and money mindset. See, people that we have for that day, they will do justice to that specific focus. That focus, they will do justice. Stephen Akintayo and Bella Cruz. These are awesome people that will be, helping everyone that is here live on problem solving and money mindsets. So get ready on Sunday. And look at the 4th day, Gabriel Martinez and Dr. Aderemi Badru on personal growth plan and creating value. Woo, I'm super excited about that. I love value. All right. The 5th day, we are going to focus on natural gifts, creativity, and innovation. So just imagine natural gifts, creativity, and innovation. So whatever that you need is right here. Everything you need is right here. Just Jump Challenge will give you the resources that you need. This kind of training, want hundreds of dollars. In fact, many people pay thousands of dollars for this. I have paid $5,000 for this kind of training before. $5,000. Can you imagine? I mean, just do that math. Wherever you are, if you're in Africa, do the math. You know what I'm talking about. All right. So the 6th day, we have Daniel Gomez. Daniel Gomez. Wow. This is really powerful. We also have Lola Love from Canada. And she will be joining us right here on forward thinking, vision, and courage. And on the 7th day, personal leadership and the power of execution. Tomiwa Ogunremi, and they're going to have Dr. Smith Bam. Dr. Smith Bam is going to be here. He's going to give it into, he's going to make it raw. He's going to make it practical. For those of you that don't know him, well, on that day, I want you to just join, and you will see how everything will be transformed. In fact, you will get some tools and strategies that you've never heard before, probably that you've never heard before. And then we also have Dr. Menesa from India. Well, we are going to confirm her very soon. As we have more people joining us, we are going to be confirming all our guests every day. So this is the framework. This is our framework for Just Jump. This is Just Jump framework. And we have 4 key words here. Practice. We are going to be practicing on this live event. We are going to be practicing. We are going to make it practical. You are going to be asking questions, and we are going to be answering your questions. That's why we have our guest here. And then we also have assessments. So if you have not downloaded your workbook, I want to encourage you, download the workbook. Go to my page right now, this page right now. I think we shared that yesterday. So make sure you download your workbook. The link is right there. Download the workbook, understand what we have in the workbook. That will help you on this live today. And then content. That will be powerful content. Just, I guarantee you that. Powerful content. All right. Climate. The last word here is climate. That's stands for environment. This is the growth environment that you need to manifest in every area of your life. And I want you to know that the best place you can be is to be in a growth environment, is to be in an environment that can help you to flourish. And this is the best place that you can be right now, even at this time. So whatever that you are going through in your life, I want you to know that God is aware. And that what you are going through is we are going through that thing right now so that you can move to your next level, so that you can you can grow to your next level. So get ready. This is the right climate for you. You're going to have the right content, and you're going to practice, and you're going to do your homework. Every day that will be homework. Okay. So get ready for that. Get ready for that. It is time to jump. Okay. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? If you're ready, I want you to type it. Type it. I am ready. I want you to type it right now. I am ready. Just can you just do that? Before I bring in our guests into the studio, I want you to let our guests know that you are ready. Can you just type, I am ready? We are ready. Yes, we are ready. We are ready to jump and improve our businesses. Are you ready to jump and multiply your finances? Are you ready to jump to enjoy good health? Are you ready to jump and experience healthy mindset? Are you ready to jump and experience personal growth? This is what Just Jump is all about. And let me share today's quote with you. This is Just Jump Challenge Day 1 quote. Today's quote says, vision without action is a daydream. Action without vision is a nightmare. This is a Japanese proverb. So I want you to remember that quote, because this will help you. And this is the first day in the 5th month. This is the month of wisdom, and we have a lot of wisdom for you right here that will help you to become everything that you are capable of becoming, what you deserve in 2020. Your life will be transformed, your business will be transformed, and everything around you will be transformed. Okay, so right now, we are going to bring in our guests in the next few minutes. Are you ready? I want you to type, I am ready. Type it again. And I want you to share this video with everyone. See, before I bring in our guests, I want you to share this video with at least 5 people. Share this video on, at least 5 pages or 5 groups. Share it with someone. Share this with someone. I want you to do that right now. Can you just do that right now before we get started? Before I bring in our guests, share this on different pages. And there are powerful gifts that will be given to the person that shares the most. Whoever that shares the most today will be receiving the gift. Okay? That gift, I'm going to be revealing that very soon. We receive a gift that will be gifts that will be given every day. So today's gift, okay, no, I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep that. I will reveal that as we move on. It's going to be a powerful one. Okay. See, some of the gifts are worth hundreds of dollars. Some of the gifts worth $1,000. Okay. So make sure you do this, because this is powerful. Okay. So, and on the 7th day, there will be a grand prize that will be given. We're going to give a massive prize on that day. In fact, we're going to have like 3 prizes. So are you ready to jump? Are you ready? So let's bring in our guest. Welcome, Carlos. Welcome, Pastor Sidney, Sanni. How are you doing today?
Doing amazing, brother. Can you hear us?
Yes, we can hear you.
Doing great.
That's
How
what
are you?
I'm talking about. Hold on, let me please. All right, now I can see it. What's up?
Great.
Great.
Oh, good to have you. Awesome.
My pleasure, my pleasure. How you doing, Sidney? Can Sidney hear us?
I'm doing fine, Carlos. How are you?
Doing phenomenal, brother. It's always an amazing being around here.
Yes, I can hear you.
Leaders to serve, and we're gonna have a great time, and it's about to go down, baby.
Awesome. I'm super excited about this. I want to really welcome you.
Yeah.
I want to welcome our guests, and just to let you know, all our viewers are super excited, and they are ready to hear from you. They are ready to learn some tools and strategies that they need to move forward. Even at this time, and of course, to transform every area of their life. So I want to appreciate our guest, our special guest. We really value you. I really appreciate your time for being here. I really appreciate that. So we are going to get started. Okay, if you're ready, before we move to the next, to the first question, before we start asking our guests some of the questions that we have received today, I want you to just send us some likes, send us some love. I'm expecting some likes and some love. Okay, let's get started with that. Let's get started with some love and some likes. Okay, all right. Oh, we need more love. We need more likes, and remember to share this with at least 5 people. Okay, 5 groups or 5 pages, because someone somewhere needs this message. Someone somewhere will be blessed, and someone somewhere will become successful because of this life event. Okay, so I want you to share this page, and remember, you will receive the gift if you share this message the most. Of course, you will receive that gift. We guarantee you that. Okay, let's move straight away to our first question today. We have received some questions. I just want to inform our guests, our viewers. They've sent us some questions, and we are going to be asking you these questions, and we want to hear directly from you. And then, so let's get started with you, Carlos. So, Carlos, everyone has a story, and I have heard about your story. Very powerful story. In fact, that story is changing lives, every day. And how you have been through a lot of crisis in your life, business crisis, personal crisis. Carlos, what is your personal story that motivated you to jump into what you are doing right now?
Man, first of all, I want to thank you. I want to thank everybody, Sidney, everybody that's listening to us here, because time is one thing that we cannot get it back. And you know me, I don't take nobody's time for it, because somebody out there needed to hear this message. Somebody out there is going to be inspired today. And I'm not here to motivate you. I'm here to inspire you, because honestly, between you and I, motivation is you know what I mean? But inspiration, is in our nervous system. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. We all have those defining moments in life. We have these defining moments, and I come from, some chaos, talk about like the things that I went through in life. I wish that no children around the planet would ever go through. And every single day, I strive to put myself out of business, to keep being the light I want to see in others. Because a long time ago, my father died in a car explosion, and I was just a baby. And from a beautiful story, Romeo and Juliet went to totally chaos and hardship and poverty. My stepfather was murdered, if you think it didn't get any worse. And then I was a kid, I was abused, I was tortured. We couldn't pay the bills. My mother used to sell all kinds of stuff, and I had her make a little bit more bread. That I would sell it, bread with a little bit of coconut that I would put in my bicycle. And I was 7 years old. I'm 6'5", 330 pounds. I'm like giant, And so I've always been a little giant. So I would picture a fat kid in the streets in the hood in Brazil, like a bunch of criminals and gangsters and complete violence and chaos, corruption, because they didn't think it could get any worse. It's like a Quentin Tarantino story on steroids. But that was me. I just, I figured, what? I'm going to walk by faith, not by sight. Come on, Brother Carlos, say it again. I decided to walk by faith, not by sight. Because I decided those days of chaos to find gratitude. I decided those days of chaos to not care about people's opinion about my head. People's opinion about my head, and, it's none of my business. I decided to not making permanent decisions because of my temporary emotions. Say it again, Brother Carlos. Don't make permanent decisions because of your temporary emotions. I decided to look in the mirror and say, okay, you are poor, you in the hood, you suffer all this. You don't have a mentor, you don't have money, you have bills, you only have rice to eat today. But guess what? I said, God, I'm grateful. Somebody out there has worse than me. And I am not the person I am looking in the mirror. You feel me? And you are not the person that you're looking in the mirror right now, ladies and gentlemen. This is tough times. This is new times. None of us ever experienced this before. I travel the world. I speak several different languages. And every single day I keep showing up to grow up because I want to making sure that no kid will go through what I went through in life. I see some of my boys being murdered on the streets of Brazil. Some of them never came back next day to sell their goods and services when I was selling my bread. But every day when we huddle like this among leaders, we always talk about it. And we say, we made a promise, we made a pact. And we say, here's what's going to happen. Whoever leaves the hood, we are going to make an impact. Whoever leaves the hood, we are going to make a difference. Whoever leaves the hood, we are going to trade our expectations for appreciation. We're going to focus on serving others. And thank God, I happens to be the one that left the Brazil, the hood, and traveled throughout the world. Now I live in California, in Silicon Valley, and I'm in a position that I mentor leaders and governmental folks and big brands and CEOs and celebrities and a lot of people out there. But again, it all started because of those moments back in the day, 30 years ago. They have the tears behind closed doors, the disgraces, the hate, the anger, wanted to quit, wanted to give up. Imagine a little boy wanted to end his life at 6.5 with a knife in the room. That was me 30 years ago. This guy here did not exist. And I went for it every single day. No excuses. My whys are way bigger than any excuses. Making sure that no kids die from hunger, don't die from being kidnapped for sex trafficking or having their organs removed. That's my mission, is to make poverty history. And I will do whatever it takes every single day. I'll become unreasonable every single day. I want you to do something right now, ladies and gentlemen. Make your declaration. What is that one thing that pisses you off about it, that you're going to draw a line in the sand and you're going to say, I'm going to do something about this for the rest of my entire life. I don't care if it's going to take me 20 years or 30 like it took Carlos, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to make it. Period. So I'm fired up, bro. You know,
yeah. I am super excited about that. You know, Carlos, I just love your energy. I mean, this is really inspiring. I mean, thank you very much. Thank you for that. Well, I want all our viewers to send some love. I want you to send some love. He says something. Don't make permanent decisions because of your temporary situations. Don't make permanent decisions because of your temporary conditions. I mean, this is very key. This is very key. No matter what we are going through, don't make a permanent decision because of what you are going through. You know, just imagine you are going through it, and there is something better. You know, when you go through it, after going through it, there is something that is called better. You know, in the end. So don't make that decision now. Don't quit now. Don't stop now. Just keep moving. Just thank you, Carlos, for that. Thank you, Carlos, for that. I really appreciate it. All right, let's move to our second guest. I mean, this is really awesome. I'm super excited about this. I think we are going to ask you the same question to start from there. You know, what is your personal story that motivated you to jump into what you are doing right now? Can you hear me?
I think he's muted.
Yes, I think you are muted. Maybe you have to unmute your mic, or maybe call in. You can drop the call and call back in. You can drop the call and call in. Because can you hear me now?
I think, can you
Yes,
hear me
we
now?
can hear you. Yes, you are live.
Yeah, I can hear
Yes.
you.
All right, we can hear you. All right.
Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yes, we can hear you. Yes, we can hear you.
Fa- Fantastic, fantastic.
Awesome, awesome. Can we hear our guests, all our viewers? If you can
Okay,
hear him, can
okay.
you just
I
type we can
mean,
hear
my
him?
interesting. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear me well?
Yes, we can hear you. If you can hear me, just let me know.
Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you so
Awesome.
much, Wale. Thanks so much, Carlos, for sharing your story. That was really inspiring. Uh, you- I can hear you. Great.
Yes, our
Is that fine?
audience
Can I
said
go
they
on?
can. Yes, they can hear you. Go ahead, please.
I think he might be having some internet
Can you
connections,
hear me?
right? Which is all good, guys, because you see, this is live, right? It's not, we're not gonna edit it. It happens, right? It's
Yeah.
like you're doing things right here in real time with the real people, and that's
Mhm.
what I always talk about. Sidney, can you hear us good? I think you might having some internet.
Okay, fine. My story is a very interesting story. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's
Yes, I
keeping.
can hear you.
I think he has an
Can you
internet.
hear me?
While you might want to have him call it in and then drop his video, and that might you might want to have him call because I think he's buffering the internet on his end. You know what's funny, guys?
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
keeping.
Okay. Maybe you should drop and just call in again. That would be helpful.
What number should I call?
You know, it's funny too, guys. This actually is happening for like big TV networks.
Yeah, this is really big. I mean, okay. So
Okay.
this is what we're going to do. Before we get that resolved with Sidney Sanni, can we just move to Carlos to ask you the second question? And so
No problem.
Okay.
I gotta be interviewed by another podcast at 10 o'clock. So we can rock and roll here.
okay, I think we're having that internet problem. We're going to get that resolved. So let's continue with you, Carlos. Let's continue with the second question. The second question that we've received from our viewers is this: what is the one piece of advice that changed your life?
That's a beautiful question, by the way. You know, I get that. You know, people. You know me. I've been behind a lot of big names out there and helping everyday small businesses out there, and a lot of people in our world speaking to, coaching, consulting authors around the world. And they always come to me, hey, Carlos, I always see you know, put photos with those billionaires and celebrities in politics and all these big names, people that you are helping. And they say, what is the best advice that you ever get from them? And I tell them the best advice is actually not from them because you know I'm mentoring them, but I'm also just learning just as much. You learn just as much. You know, we mentors are eternal students, and I tell them the best advice that I ever received was from my grandma, which is treat everyone like you would treat your grandma. And I had one more thing to it: live every day with intention. Because think about it, guys. You know, if you know, think about it, right? Before you do anything, like, you know, I help people, you know, put it in, with marketing and sales and copy and present from the stage and how to sell in seminars and summits and all the fun stuff, right? And normally they go through everybody, all the gurus in the industry, and they get burned, they stress, they want to give up, but then they heard about me and they come to me and I help them. I give them a win. I share with them strategies that most people charge a lot of money for free, and then they go implement and they report it back to me. And then they come back for more because they're so grateful because I showed up for them when nobody else would. And you know what I mean? So it's like, and think about it, right? When you prepare that way before you do anything with intention, and if you would treat your ideal clients like as if you would treat your grandma, how could you go wrong? Because now, imagine, before you're going to start working on your sales and your marketing and your copy, now you are fired up. Now you're like ready to go. For example, here's $1 million strategy, right? Think about it. Anybody here that's e-commerce coaches, speakers, consultants out there, people that do online summits and events, think about your clients, the people that gave you money in the past. Here's a challenge for you doing this 7-day challenge that we're doing here. Go to the last 5 or 10 clients, the more the better. But let's start small. 5 clients that you serve, and then you're gonna ask them, where in the heart of hearts did you decided to purchase emotionally and financially in investing in my services, in investing in me as your mentor, as your consultant, as your advisor? Because now what's happening is whatever your service is, you're going to be asking better questions. This is a 1 out of 23 multi-million-dollar strategies that I teach people around the world. And this is the most important one because this is what I call data mining. You see, but as you prepare to make that call, to get the survey, you're getting fired up. You're like, okay, if it would be my grandma, how would I treat this person? Because now what's going to happen? You're going to bring the passion. You're going to bring the energy. It's going to be a different energy that you are. Remember, you guys are the director. Like I said, I didn't create this person, didn't exist. It was 20 plus years of struggle. In the last decade, I started getting the rewards. You see what I'm saying? And I stopped comparing myself to others because the moment that you compare yourself to others, you lose. You fall into the sea of sameness. So what I did, I became more strategic by applying that piece of advice before I would do anything. Just like that advice that I gave you guys here. Go collect data from your previous 5 clients. When did I have you at AHA? When did you decide to hire me? When? What did I have in my hand? What did I hold? What did I say? What story did I told? I want you guys to be very tactical. That's going to help you guys compress time so that you guys don't have to do what I've done and now follow the strategies that we are recommending here. It's all about being tactical. I want you guys to start thinking like a war general. Think about it, right? A war general, that if you study war generals, that they won most of wars in our lifetime, the most successful ones is because they took the time, they researched every possible route, they understood, water, light, energy, food, they understood the mountains, which is the routes that we're going to take to achieve it. They understood making sure that they will bring their soldiers back home. So what is the research that you guys are doing right now? Think about it. Everybody has time to research now. So take this time to join, challenges like this, to put yourself out there and to start researching how, let's say you don't have money right now, how can you break into a niche using your superpowers? Now, how can you take that and study, research it, put yourself around groups of leaders like us, follow us on social media, follow our strategies, and now go get a small win. Be accountable. Send a text. Hey, I saw that you talk about that at that 7-day challenge. I applied it, and I went ahead and I made $100. I made $1,000. I make $10,000. I get messages like this daily for stuff that I teach for free. All because they follow, because most people, guys, this is what's going to happen. 99 out of 100% of the people listening to us, unfortunately, only 1 to 3% is going to take the advice and do it. But that's why I want you guys to be pissed off about it. Whatever that thing is that you've been stressful and whatever stories that you're holding on to, I want you to draw a line. And from now on, every time before you engage in that negative thought, before you're going to go, working on your copy, before you're going to work on your speech to go speak of the interview or whatever you do to preparing, how would I do this differently if I was going to do it to my grandma? How, you know what I mean? So you bring in that love, that energy, that passion, where now you are free flowing, and that's no expectation whatsoever but to serve. And that's how I operate. And I'll give you guys one more piece of advice over here to really help, sink in with the data mining. Think about right now. So I want you guys to make some money this week. Think about right now. What is in the silent Q&As of the top? Think about your top 3 competitors. Now think about all their clients that they are serving that you could have it. Think about what is something that they are pissed off about. What is their negative perception about your top 3 competitors? What is in their silent Q&As? What are they thinking at this very moment, at this very second? So now think about it. You now writing your copy, your sales and your marketing and your speeches addressing those Q&As. You see what I just shared here with you guys is a multi-million-dollar strategy that I pray to God that you guys do it, not just the 3%, all of you, because you're going to see results. Trust me. I have clients on all 5 continents. I start a new movement that I've been teaching for free every day. Go implement, go make some money, come back, report it. Do this. Give yourself this gift, because what you're going to do, you're going to compress time that's going to help you get you to that client of yours. You're going to be super tactical. You're going to be speaking directly to your client's avatar and not being so general. Because if you focus on being too general, you try to go after the entire planet, you won't get it. That's how I did the mistake at the beginning by following gurus and other speakers and other consultants. And I was just wasting time, wasting money, all this shit, right? So who here can relate? So I don't want you guys, Wiley, he knows me, man. I'm like, I will never tell you or take you to a place that I haven't been. And my kids will never hear that their father did somebody wrong or make somebody waste time. And that's why I share multi-million-dollar strategies every single day, because I really want you guys to go apply it, go make some money. Because if you do, now we can all serve, give back more to our community. Now we can truly end hunger and make poverty history. So those are my evil intentions behind make you more wealthy, making sure you make more money, become a better leader. So we collaboratively, you don't have to donate money. I'm not saying and naming any non-profits here. I'm not selling nothing. I'm here to serve you. I deeply want to serve you. For me, this is not about money. This is personal. I seen enough stuff as a child that I don't want it to happen to no more kids. If I will focus on money and be here pitching you, guess what? I already lost you. You feel me? That's the problem with a lot of people. They go on a TV show, they go on a podcast, they go on a place, right? And they focus on doing a sales pitch presentation versus on focus on serving. Focus on serving. These last 30 days, I challenge all my clients. Look, you guys are all doing great. You guys are all multimillionaires. Go out there, pause it. Don't pitch. Just serve for 30 days. Everybody that follows you as if they will give you money. Trust me, the moment that you stop worrying about money, guys, and bills and the lack of it and not having the right business partner or the right influencer that or knowing that right person or being in the right show, the moment that you stop worrying about those things, what you don't have, and you're walking on faith, not by sight. You're just doing it, right? Like we say over here at the beginning, you're not making a permanent decision to quit on your dreams, to quit on your best self because of a temporary emotion that will more likely, if we are honest, self here was probably caused by somebody else. Somebody else's agenda, somebody else's opinion, somebody else's bullcrap. So, you know what I mean? That's I know that is a longer answer, but I really want to hit the point in making sure that you guys are served here beyond anything that you would ever expect. I'm constantly challenging myself every time I interview. How can I be better? How can I take it to the next level? How can I put myself out of business? You feel me? And that's how I want you guys to start thinking. Because the more that you prepare, you see, guys, here's the thing. You want it to be unreasonable. Think about it, right? Michael Jordan. Most of us over here probably love Michael Jordan. And, he was thrown out of his team when he was young. But he said, you know what? Screw that. I'm gonna get in the game every day. You know what I mean? Every day. I own a bunch of farms around the world, and he literally did what I did. He acted like a farmer. What does a farmer do? He gets up at 6 a.m. every single day for an entire year for one paycheck. One thing, not 2, not 3, not 4. And what happens out there, everybody's all over the place. Split focus. I want you guys to focus on one thing. Be like a postage stamp. Stick to one thing. Don't stop until you get there, and take unreasonable steps every single day. Think about it. A brother from South Africa, 27 years in jail, walk out of that prison, and he was unreasonable. He could have go started a war, but he decided to make an impact. Mandela decided to make a difference. A sister walks to the front of the bus and says, screw you, bus driver. I'm here to stay. I'm staying in the front. I ain't going to the back. She was unreasonable. I want you to be unreasonable. I was unreasonable. You know what I mean? When I was a little kid and people told me, hey, kid, you don't have a father. You don't have money. You're going to die on the streets. you're gonna that's what you belong in the hood, because that's what I grew up. And I say, hell no, I will be unreasonable. I will sell bread every single day for the rest of my life if I have to. I will speak at the Oscars and I'll bring my hat and I'll bring my pink bicycle with the bread, and I will throw bread at celebrities. I will become unreasonable. I will share the stages with the legends of the world, and I'll make them listen. I'll make them listen, because inside every single one of us, even the greatest of all times, we all have a little bit more that we can give, that we can push. Because a child right now, somewhere in the planet, is listening to this message. That don't have a mom, that don't have a dad, that their village got burned down, and they needed to hear from us, from leaders. Because leaders are made, not chosen, baby. Come on now, let me get a amen on this day.
Thank you, Carlos. You see. I mean, I know your energy. I mean, if we leave you here for the next 3 hours, you will just keep inspiring everybody, into action. I mean, I really, really appreciate you. I really appreciate you. And before we move to the next question, which I'm going to move to Sidney Sanni right now. Many people are really welcoming you. They really want to hear from you, and I think it's important. I hope we can get through this internet issue. Chinedu Victor, if your child is saying welcome to you, is saying hello to you, and so let's move to Sidney Sanni. Can you please let's go back to the first question. So that we can move to the last question with Carlos before 1 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, so can you just go ahead with the first question? What is your personal story that motivated you to jump into what you are doing right now? Can you hear me? I think we're having some issues with the internet out there today. I mean,
Yes, I came into this country all about 13 years ago, and you know how it is. Used to live in Nigeria, and it was just. I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
yes, go ahead, please.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead, please. I think
Good. So, came to this country many years ago, and from my native country, Nigeria, and you know how it is, starting right from scratch. Starting from scratch. Yes. Can you hear me? Yeah? You hearing me now? Okay, fine. So came back, yeah, came into this country and started from scratch. Married, had 2 kids, and then before you know what was happening, my wife, got pregnant. We, gave back to twins. So got 4 kids, starting from scratch. And you know what? I just had to go out there and sort of support my family the best way I could. There was a time I remember leaving my house, and down the road there was this boss that was picking up laborers to go and work in a bakery. And I was going there trying to get this guy, to take me so that bakery, so I can even go and bring in some sort of money. And it was tough. And then got a job as what you call a market research survey specialist, going out in the morning, 6 a.m. in the morning, sometimes 5 a.m. in the morning. And then I'll be working, in train station outside in the cold. Imagine how that is in the winter. And, I was working 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. And I was asking myself, why is this all that life is all about? I, in fact, became sort of depressed. I became despondent. I became sad. And then one day, I remember, I can still remember that day. I was on a platform in a train station. I was doing my work, and it was not that cold. And then I began to ask myself, what do I really want to do? Where do I really want to be? And you know what happened? That's one thing that happens. Once you decide to do something, it's as if circumstances begin to walk around and begin to help you to move forward. And then you know what happened? There's a saying that says that when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. You know what happened? I began to, it was like God began to give me pictures in my mind of what I can do. I remember in Nigeria, my country, I used to work in the publishing industry. I used to speak, I used to train, I used to write books. And then I just began to get ideas of the kinds of services I could render, something that was beyond where I was at the moment. That Carlos said, he said, don't use temporal situations to make permanent decisions. So God began to just give me pictures away from my suffering, away from where I was, in fact, when I look back, right now, what do I do? I began to see what I could do. And guess what? A few months down the line, I got a phone call because my friends knew, I got a phone call from a friend who said, look, I have this guy who wants to publish a book. Can you help him, please? And then from then on, I remember my first client, I charged my first client 300 pounds. And then I think I charged a bit more after that. But what happened? Because I began to feel good about myself, I began to see myself in a different light. Then what happened? Light began to come into my mind. I began to see a way out of where I was at the moment. Things did not change immediately, but little by little, I began to retrain to do other things. And before you know what was happening, I stopped doing that kind of job. And sometimes when I look back right now, what do? I lecture, I teach, I train. I'm also a publisher. I've published many books. I've earned money helping people publish their books. In fact, Wale, I helped you publish your first book.
Mm-hmm.
But before I got there, I had to have a different picture and a different perspective of who I am. I began to see beyond where I was. In fact, when I go back, and sometimes I go into the city on the platform, maybe early in the morning, and I go on the platform, and London can be cold. And I said, how did I do this job for 4 years or 5 years? How did I even survive this kind of torture? But let me tell you, when you are in a situation, when you are in a circumstance, yeah, that seems really dire and seems very, very negative, you need to begin to
Yeah, we're really having a lot of challenges with the internet.
engage your mind. You need to begin to engage your imagination. You need to begin to see yourself out of that situation, or else the more you think about your negativity, the more you think about your negative situations and your circumstances, the more you are going to remain there. So you know what I did? I began to say, this is what I want. Not where I am now. Oh, I don't have enough money. Oh my goodness, it's cold. In fact, there was sometime I was walking on the platform very close to my house, and I was walking on the platform, and I was walking on the platform, and I was cold. You know what happened? That day was so cold. I said, my God, what kind of in fact, I began to feel pains. I began to feel pains from this
Yeah, I
pain.
think
I
we are really
called
having
my my
Yeah.
boss. I called my manager and said, I am leaving. I didn't care whether I was going to be fired or not. I said, I'm leaving this platform. He was like, oh my God, this is so much suffering. But let me tell you, when you begin to see where you can be, not where you are, where you can be, what can happen to you, what is possible, then it seems that something begins to just work on your behalf. People will begin to call you. You begin to notice things that you never noticed before. And so little by little, I got out of my situation. And when I look back today, I'm like, how did I survive this? What happened? One day I was going through my stuff, and I saw my.
I think we're having some issues with the internet, Sidney Sonny. We can't hear you very well. It's really breaking. Can you hear me? Yeah. I think we just lost him on that call. Can we come back to you, Carlos? Because he's really passionate about the message, but unfortunately we're having that internet issue. I hope we can get that resolved. But Carlos, I want to ask you the last question. Before I go to that, can you just send some love? I want you to send some love. Let's send some love, some likes. I mean, and then before I go to the last question, because I know Carlos is going to eat this question hard. He's going to hit this question hard. Before I ask him that last question, let's do this. If you have any questions that you really want to ask our guests, can you send your questions to justjumpchallenge@waleadekanla.org? Justjumpchallenge@waleadekanla.org. Can you just do that? Can you do that? Can you do that? Okay, can you do that? All right. Okay. Okay, so Carlos, we are going to ask you the last question, and the last question
on my social media, talking to them live and going everywhere.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so Carlos, the last question, we've got some likes, we've got many loves. Thank you for your powerful messages. So this is the last question we've got from our viewers. Why is personal leadership so important during this time of crisis in the world?
You see, it's one thing that we've been talking about, right? This past, I would say, 40 days since this whole thing has been, evolving around the world. And you know me, I'm an ambassador, I'm a mentor, I'm behind mega brands, all 5 continents. And the whole thing is that be a do-it-first leader. You know what I mean? It's like you want to be like a general. It's not the sergeants, it's not the tenants, it's not the captain's fault. It's the general's fault. So a true general, he shows up to blow up. So whenever I'm talking to a CEO, somebody that owns a company, whether he has 1, 2, or 1,000 employees, it's not their fault. We need to come to terms and be like, okay, am I being a do-it-first leader, or I'm just trying to conscious blaming and just pass it on to the next person? So leadership is something that, me for a long time, right? I'm a do-it-first type of guy. From selling bread in Brazil on the streets, making 50 cents a day, and helping all the other kids that I would train them on how to sell their goods and services. Okay, guys, here's how I do it. Let's figure it out. Step 1, where are our ideal clients? Let's be strategic. Let's think like a war general. All right, they're going to be at the bus stop first thing in the morning before they go to work. And so this is back in the day, but I want to see how this framework, show you guys how this framework still works. I call it MCE, and so check it out. You're going to go, and we will put ourselves right there on the bus stop before they were hungry, right? They need to get on the bus. And just to give you guys some context, people in Brazil, they couldn't afford, to buy cars. Back then, it was very expensive. Still are to these days. You guys probably can relate. The third world countries here, very only the middle class and upper have cars. So we will go right there. We know they're going to have to get in 1 or 2 buses. So then we have our goods and services right there before they got into the buses. Once we got there, right, to the location, we become masters at identifying the locations. Bus stop, cash in your check. We put ourselves right there. Anything to do on the bank, all the places that they were going to be. So think about your avatar, where they're going to be right now. They're all over the internet. 75% of the world is connected right now. 6 to 7 billion people are online. This never happened in history. Not even World Cup bring that many people together. World Cup had, I think it's 3 billion, the record right now. I'm working with a few other projects that we want to break that record, but that's more to that later, But think about this for a minute. I love breaking records. But, so then once we put ourselves in those places, as a leader, I needed to show it to them. Look, here's how I sell all my bread as fast as possible. As I did it, I would entertain the clients. So as they were buying the bread and eating the bread, I'll be like, just like as I entertain the CEOs and the small business owners that I mentor now, as we are together, whether it's on a summit or in person, now I'll be like, I'll tell my friends in the street to tell their clients. Now imagine your client eating their bread and tell them, imagine yourself being at your favorite Disneyland park with your favorite character. And that person saying to you, and then you sound like Donald Duck. Then I learned how to imitate voices. I would learn comedy and imitate voices, and I will entertain my clients as they were eating my goods and services. And I used to do that since I was a kid, growing up, sold door to door in the streets of America, business to business. I would train criminals and gangsters out of prison, out of the hood, convert them into civilians, and we will go to areas where corporate America would not send personnel under payroll, only contractors. So because, insurance and legalities, robbing and all that stuff. So guess what? I always have the mentality, that's a great advice here for you leaders watching, be the one that do what others don't do, can't do, and will not think of doing every single day, and taking full responsibilities for your actions, for the strategies that you are teaching your sales team. The reason why I get invited to speak and train sales teams, because sometimes the leaders, they feel like, they lost control. They're not listening to us, right? Who here can relate? They say in one ear and come out of the other ear. Oh, just another meeting. That's why you need outside trainers and speakers, people like Wiley, people like myself, to come in and now speak life into them, teach them sales and strategies and leadership skill sets that's going to move the needle, that's going to get you the 5, 10, 20, 30% increase in revenue and sales month over month. You feel me? But we need to take the responsibility. Oh, people come and they start complaining. You guys already know the drill. You already know what I'm going to say. You already know my buttons, right? They say no, I say next. They say no, I say next. You see? I heard millions of no's in my lifetime. To make the millions that I made and to help, feed all the children and, and all this stuff that I'm doing right now, I own a bunch of farms in Brazil. Guess what I'm doing? I'm selling my goods and services to the rich for 5 times the amount of money, and I'm giving it away to the poor for free. They are not working. See, you get creative. You be a do-it-first leader. And then what do? I have my employees go to the next farmer 100 miles from here, tell him to take care of the next 100-mile radius. Be a do-it-first leader. What did I do with my consulting company, with my social media company? I told all my clients, they're already doing multi-million dollars. They're already making several six figures. Hey, guys, this is not the month to be pitching and selling crap. This is the month to go serve people. Be a servant leader. Go educate people. Go show them how to make money before you ever ask for anything. And guess what, guys? The moment that you stop asking for money, the moment that you stop pitching, the moment that you stop acting salesy, you're going to have more money and more customers than you can even handle. Then you're going to have to call me, okay, Carlos, how do we structure this whole thing? How do we put systems in place? How do I hire people? How do I fire people? How do I look at my balance sheet, my income statement? What do I do with all this money that I'm making, Carlos? How can I pay less taxes? How can I invest this money tax-free? You see, it's so many things that most people, they get overwhelmed and they stop. You know what I mean? But think about it. What is that emotional hurdle that you needed to overcome as a leader, as a CEO, to really go for it, to get off the fence and be like, you know what, I'm taking full responsibility. I'm gonna go for it. Because here's what I don't know is here's what I do know. I do know self over here that I used to be content throughout times in my life when I saw slowing and I saw not achieving my goals because I was content. So here's what I know. I know there's a lot of people out there, a lot of leaders, they are content. But thinking about it, you know, we say it that we have all these ambitions and we have all these goals that we're going to do in life, but your actions are not matching your words. You feel me? And you guys know me. This is coming from a good place, but like I told you guys earlier, I wanted to inspire you guys. I want you guys to really listen to me because this is about us becoming one. That's the first time that we're going to start. It's right here in our mind as leaders. Okay, what is my problems? Do I need to learn more sales training, more marketing training? Do I need to hire an outside advisor like Carlos, like Wiley, like whoever you listen to on social media? Do your homework. Follow them. Watch their actions. Look at their kids. See how their kids treat other people. You can judge a leader by you. See how their kids do things. You feel me? Do your homework. Watch them on all the social media, everywhere. And then put yourself around those leaders. You want to, work with them. You don't have the money? Refer them clients. Find ways to collaborate with them, to partner with them, and I guarantee you, they will know you by name real quick because you showing up. You being a servant leader. You develop a friendship with those leaders. When I didn't have money back in the day, before I met all the gurus, I will go clean it. I will go wipe. I'll move the chairs. I will go, I'll refer them clients. I'll help them sell clients for free. I will tell them how to make. I start being around that environment for so long. I start seeing the emotional intelligence and the responses between their speaker and the crowd. The guy on the TV and looking at the viewership, looking at the screens. What did the guy on the TV say that make the sales spike up? I started looking at patterns. You don't learn this shit in school. They don't teach crap in school. You know what I mean? They don't. It's like you learn by doing it. So be a do-it-first leader, and every single day, just draw a line and ask yourself, well, what am I good at as a leader? What do I need help with to become a better leader, a better CEO? Do I need to hire more people? What do I need to do? Do I need to get my sales team, in front of Wiley, in front of Carlos, for them to show up, to blow up, and have a real talk? Wiley, he knows me. He heard my stories. Whenever I go do speak for like big mega brands and corporations, I tell them, get HR out of the room, because that's why they are not what they want to be. Because, sometimes, they just like, they have, oh, you cannot say this. Oh, you cannot say that. Oh, you cannot cuss it. Look, it's like, you got to be unreasonable, playing small or just doing like what everybody else is doing or listening to all the gurus and all the wannabe influencers out there. It's not going to change the needle. What is going to change the needle is be a do-it-first leader, show up every single day with intention, and take full responsibility. Okay, what is not working? What area needs to be improved? Is it my accounting? Is it my sales? Is it my marketing? Is it my relationship? Is it, whatever that area is in your business, in your life, and take full responsibility to focus on that bucket. And if you are not great with that bucket, find somebody to help you. Put yourself in proximity with other leaders that can help you compress time. That's going to help you generate, whether it's more money, better health, a better quality of relationship with your spouse or with your employees, whatever that is. But you're going to be focused, like laser-focused, outcome-driven activities. If you guys are not making enough money right now, think about it. If I look at your calendar, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm up since 4 a.m. Every hour of the day, if I look at your calendar, are you focused on an income-producing activity for every hour? Not being on social media, searching and liking and sharing. Not being calling people and just blah, blah, blah. No. Every hour, focus-driven, producing income-producing activities. Are you looking at yourself in the mirror before you speak? And then you are speaking in front of yourself. Are you grading yourself? Are you sharing that message to other people, other close friends, to give you an opinion on your message? Are you recording your sales pitch? Are you recording your sales training? Whatever is your thing. You see, you got to be like a war general. You got to be the general. To win your war, you got to be the one that do more for others than anybody else. You got to be the one that puts one more day than the guy who will quit. Trust me, your competitors will quit. We have data for hundreds of years. 3% in most industries are the ones that make it, 97% don't. So think about it. What are you going to do today that's going to be like, a 3%, like outcome-focused driven activity? Then what's the mentality? Why the 3% make it, the 97% don't? It start with the things that we are talking about here. Keeping it real, being vulnerable, being able to just to listen. And I know that sometimes we don't want to hear it. I used to be that way. I didn't want to hear it. People will tell me, and I'm like, I'll be closed off. But then again, nothing would change for years and years and years. So I learned the wrong route. And I don't want to do that for people that I love and people that I care. And I know that somebody here right now needs to make money to pay their rent, to pay their bills, to bring food to the table. And that's why we're having a real talk. I want you guys to go over there and every single day, follow me on Instagram. I created a new group there called Disruptors Code. Every day, Monday to Thursday, I go live at 5:35 p.m. What time? 5:35 p.m. Pacific time. Forget that time. What time did I say? 5:35 p.m. So think about it. So when I do that, I started a brand new group this week, as if I didn't have the money, knowing all that I know. What I would do different? I would do exactly what we are doing here. I would be as many as podcasts as possible. Think about it. I'm late to the next one, and I text the leader, probably watching me here live now through my other social media channels, and I text that person 15 minutes ago. Am I going to be 10 to 15 minutes late? Because you know me, Wiley, I talk too much. But, for me, I'm like in the flow. Whenever I am in the flow, it's not me. It's the Holy Spirit. This is an anointing. This is like five out here right now. Here we are one, baby. It's not about why or me or you. It's about all of us becoming one. Above oneself. The transcendence piece. Taken to the next level. The devil shows up. Somebody going to say, no, you're going to blow the whistle, and they will say no, you say next. They will bring us their crap, and you're gonna say next. They're gonna bring their bullshit, and you're gonna say next. And you're just gonna follow your dream for the rest of your entire life, and you're gonna remind yourself, just as I did for 20 plus years, that the days that break me are the days that make me. Come on, baby, let me get an amen.
Woo! Show up to grow up. You've got to show up. You got to show up. That's where to start. Wow.
That's right there. That's the holy grail, baby. Let's go. Let's go. And anybody who needs help, you guys need help, just listen to this challenge. Be here, engage. Ask yourself right now, who's 3 other people that needed to hear this message? I challenge you guys right now. Think about 3 other CEOs that need to be here right now, listening to us. Tag them into whatever social media you are listening to us. This is going to be everywhere. Tag another leader here. Tag 3 of them. When you're going to do it, do it right now. Never leave it for tomorrow, what you can do today. Adopt a new mindset that's an unreasonable mindset. I have all these crazy hashtags. Hashtag must mode. Hashtag it's about to go down. Hashtag no negotiables. Hashtag the days that break me are the days that make me. Hashtag Disruptors Code, where you adopt a new code that you help people build movements. I'm not interested in helping you build a business. I want to help people build movements. I don't want to help people that are not 100% committed. If you are not 100% committed, I'm not your guy. I'm the guy that builds leaders of leaders. I want to help you not making money. I want to help you create massive wealth that you can do more for others than anybody else, that you can build your foundation and you don't have to depend on nobody to give you money for your foundation, that you self-fund your foundation, that you leave a true legacy, not just like a goddamn wheel for your family and a picture on the living room. I want you to live in a picture implanted in everybody's soul, in their heart for generations to come. That's the person that you want to build yourself to become every single day. And how you do it is by being a true leader, a do-it-first leader. Just like I'm saying, start. If you don't, go on Instagram, go on Facebook, go on LinkedIn, go on YouTube every day. Do a podcast like this. And then out of this podcast, take all this, transcribe it, put it everywhere. Take one piece of content here and you put it everywhere. Have several devices like I have now in my studio here, streaming everywhere. Now you want to be everywhere. If you are not digitally in this era that we are living right now, you are going to feel behind 10, 20 years from now. Everything is going to be digital. 10, 20 years from now, you're going to be in the kitchen, your ideal avatar, and she's going to say, Alexa, Google, Siri, Vatana, Halana, whatever they call it, in whatever language, and you're going to say, let me get a lawyer because my wife is pissing me off and I'm about to divorce. Guess what? Whoever, if that company owns that business, you are out of business. So it's not about Google and SEOs and keywords and doing ads on Facebook. That's cute. That's not going to move the needle. It's working on your brand every single day, making sure that you are everywhere in front of people every single day. So that 10 years from now, 20 years from now, when they say, when your ideal avatar is gonna talk to Alexa, Google, Svetlana, Ralana, whatever they call it, whatever new thing is going on with AI, whether you're gonna look at a freaking robot and you're gonna say, hey, you robot, let me get Wiley, let me get Carlos Siqueira, let you in the house because they are about to show up to blow up, because they show up with determination and they go to bed with satisfaction because they are about to take massive action. You feel me? You want to be that person that voice is going to recognize. And the only way how you do it is by showing up. Be a do-it-first leader. Every single day, you get in the game. You put content out. You share it. You write blogs. You put yourself out there every single day in all the platforms. Trust me on this, guys. Trust me on this. I'm telling you, this is so important that you do it. And just keep showing up. Show up. Right now, you want to be, the other day, like I look at how crazy this is, bro. I started this new Instagram account this week. 2-3 days ago. I think I have 20 or 30 followers because I am starting as if knowing all that I know without putting any money. And what happened was I told people I'm going to go there every day at 5:35 p.m. And the people that want to be interviewed and featured, talk about their business, I was going to bring them randomly live, and I was going to spend 5 to 10 minutes asking them questions. And if they have a problem, I will do a quick business strategic intervention to give them a win to go make a little bit of money or to go fix that problem, and then they would send me a DM next week to reply back. So I had 5 people live out of the 20 that were following me last night. I think I have about 4 or 5 live there, and then as I was interviewing people, but the 4 or 5 that were live, it were like influencers with a few thousands, tens of thousands of followers. It was like all these amazing people. So the people that I was interviewing now they have their brand. And don't look at the number because you never know who is watching. And it's never about the numbers. Don't show up there every day, try to see what is in it for me. Come there with an intent. What can I do to help others and add value to this movement? Because this movement that I'm creating, this new channel on Instagram called Disruptors Code, it's not about Carlos. It's about all of us becoming one, above oneself. Because from that place, we will make a difference in the planet. From that place, we're going to make poverty history. From that place, we have a shot at making hunger history. We have a shot at helping more kids around the planet. We have a shot at doing more for others than anybody else. Because we're going to keep bringing leaders there, and we're going to have a good time every day, Monday to Friday, Monday to Thursday, so I don't get divorced, and every day, Monday to Thursday, 5:35 Pacific time. You want to be featured there? You want to be interviewed? Come over. You don't have to pay nothing. Come there to add value. Let's talk about your business for 5-10 minutes. Let's help others that right now are listening to this. You know what I mean? And you just do do things like that. You start new initiatives, and you be a do-it-first leader. I couldn't do this in my other Instagram account, Carlos Inspire. I have over 50,000 followers there, but I don't want to do that. I want to put myself in a situation just like you right now, if you don't have the means, and if you're starting new, if you are somebody new in business, because I want to be a do-it-first leader, because you know what I mean? I want to show that it is possible. You just have to follow the strategies, implement it, see what's working. How can you duplicate it? How can you make it better? How can you answer and solve the problems that your top 10 competitors, that their clients are having? Be more strategic. That's the message, guys. And and never forget, man, keep believing in yourself a little bit more today than what you believe in yesterday. Know that a brother here always are praying. My daughter, myself, my wife, every night we pray for every family in need, every kids in the world that don't have a food today. We are praying for the soldiers over there that protecting the borders, every doctor, every nurse, every healthcare professional right now risking their lives 24/7. Within my own family member, we have doctors and nurses. One of my uncles got the coronavirus, couldn't find a hospital for him. It took us a day to find it. It's just crazy, man. Like, you guys have no idea. We gotta prepare every day because new levels, new devils. The higher that we want to go in life, the higher that we have to prepare to confront it. Every day is something in my world. You know what I mean? It's like, trust me. But guess what? God prepared me for this. You know, in God, whatever we're going through right now, you know, even those days in the kitchen, those tears with my mom behind closed doors after being abused or tortured. But, you know, I always used to remind myself, and I would say it, you know, every single day. Screw mission statements, man. I just I had that ego vision and that thing embedded in my mind, in my nervous system, that God would never put me through something if he didn't think I could handle it. Come on, Brother Carlos. God would never put us through something if he didn't think we could handle it. And just pray, beautiful people. Pray, keep showing up, because you know the drill. Prayer doesn't need proof. Prayer needs practice. Let's wake up from now on with more determination so we can go to bed with even more satisfaction, because we're going to take massive action. Let's go. And I got to go literally to another interview. And I love it.
Woo, that was awesome, my friend. That was awesome, Carlos.
I love you guys.
Thank you for showing up.
Follow me on Instagram, Disruptors Code, baby. Let's go.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for showing up. Okay. Wow. That was powerful. You know, I mean, we've heard it all from Carlos. You know, he's always passionate about his message. That's why, you know, many in organizations, that's why they pay him thousands of dollars to inspire and to help their leaders. Of course, he's very passionate about his message, and that's exactly what I want you to learn from him. You know, anything that you are doing, you have to be passionate about it, because the source of inspiration is passion. The source of inspiration is passion. If you want to inspire people, if you want to become a person of influence, you need to have passion. Passion is the catalyst that you need. Can you just experience? I mean, can you just feel Carlos' passion? Can you imagine his passion? He's passionate. Everywhere he goes, you can feel the hunger. You can feel the passion for knowledge, for inspiration. That's exactly what I want you to take note of today. Remember that Just Jump Challenge is here for you. Today is the first day. I'm super excited about this. I want you to just send some love, send some likes, you know, say something about what you have gained. What have you got from this message today? What is that significant message? What is that significant lesson that you've learned today? I want you to just type in the comment section. Let us know exactly what you have learned today. What is that one thing that you have learned today? I want you to just, you know, type in the comment section. I want to read from you. I want to see what you have learned today, so that we can build for tomorrow's section. Tomorrow's section is going to be powerful. Woo! I'm super excited about this. And we couldn't have Sanni back because of his internet. He called in from London. He couldn't. I think he was having some internet issues. I'm going to have a conversation with him and see if we can still have him back before we end this challenge. Probably maybe on the 6th day or the 7th day. We will see what we can do about that. Well, I believe we have all been inspired today. Let me remind you, if you have not done your homework, can you just go to the link? That is a link below this message. We have the link there. Download your workbook and make sure you answer the questions there, because we want you to start thinking. to reposition your mindset. We want you to see what you couldn't see. See, if you want to become someone you have never been before, you have to do what you have never done before. You have to think in the way you have never thought before. So you need to become a new you if you want to become someone new. And that's exactly why we're having this challenge. We're having this challenge to push you so that you can do something you have never done before. Let me tell you one secret about the top 1%. I have met many successful people in my life. I have dined and wined with many successful people. I'm very privileged. I really thank God for that, because every day I work hard. I work really hard just to help one soul every day. I work really hard to touch one life every day, just to help someone somewhere in the world every day. That's what I'm passionate about. Leadership is my passion, and that's all I am living for. So you need to live for something, because if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. So let me ask you this question: what are you standing for? What exactly do you want to start today? What is that one thing that you want to start today and keep doing for the next 30 days? For you to create a habit, a new habit, it takes between 21 days and 30 days. If you want to create a lifestyle, it takes you almost 90 days to create a lifestyle, a new lifestyle. So you have to be consistent. Consistency is key. What is that one thing that you can start today? Or if you have started already, maybe you are in business, or maybe in your health, maybe in your finances, what is that one thing that you can start doing and be consistent about? Keep doing that same thing. I want you to know that one day there will be a mark. If you keep eating that same spot, there will be a mark one day. Just keep doing it. Be consistent. So we are going to announce our winner for today. This is our first gift for today. Day one gift. Tomorrow, I've been talking to my team, and I think tomorrow is going to be money. We're going to give money is going to be tomorrow's reward. It's going to be tomorrow's reward. So today we are going to select the winner. The winner is going to receive these two books: The First Step to Leadership and Just Jump. This will be the gift today. So whoever that shares this live broadcast the most, whoever that shares the most will receive this gift. We are going to send it to you. If you're in Australia, Canada, Europe, or India or China, we're going to mail it to you. We have them available on Amazon. We'll mail these two books to you. You will receive them. We are going to contact you. We're going to check who actually did that the most, who shared this live broadcast the most. We'll select the winner, and of course mail these two books to you. So thank you very much. Remember to share this message, share this challenge with everyone. Share it on different pages, on different platforms. Tomorrow is going to be powerful. Let me show you what's going to happen tomorrow. Let me show you what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm super excited about this. Okay, just see. This is what we are going to experience tomorrow. Tomorrow, we are having Dr. Koye Sanni. We're having Nate Having. We're having Dr. Adeyemi Adeniyi from Lagos, where Dr. Koye Sanni in the United States, and Nate Having is in the United States. We're going to have these people right here, and we are focusing on crisis management and wealth creation mindset. We want to learn how to create wealth. So if you want to know how to create wealth, come and learn from people who have created wealth. That's exactly what it is. People ask me wherever I go, how can I become successful? Oh, Wally, please, how can I become a leader? Wally, how can I become a great person? I say, okay, you want to learn how to become an influencer? This is what to do. This is all you have to do. One thing. You want to become successful? Study success. One thing. You want to become a leader? Study leaders. You want to become wealthy? Then study people who are wealthy. You want to become an influencer? Then study people who are influencers. That's exactly what you have to do. So tomorrow, we are going to focus on crisis management and wealth creation. We are having experts right here. We're going to have them right here, and they're going to be helping you on how to create wealth. They will show you the practical ways that they have used, practical ways that they have followed to create wealth, and how you can start it where you are right now and start creating wealth. Okay, this is real. We're going to make it real, very practical. So get ready. I wanted to share this message with everyone, your friends and family. See, someone somewhere in the world today needs this message. Someone somewhere will fulfill his or her dream just because of this challenge. Someone somewhere will achieve his or her goals just because of this challenge. Please share this with everyone that you know. Share it with someone. One thing I do every day is raising egos, and I will continue to do this until you succeed. So I want to say welcome to Just Jump Challenge Day 1. And I believe that you have been inspired. I want to believe that you have been encouraged. And we are going to announce our winner later today or very early tomorrow morning. We are going to drop tomorrow's challenge homework today. So just remember to visit this page. We are going to drop the link. Just click share all in the workbook. Take action today. Do something about everything that you have in your workbook. Take action today. There is one secret that I discovered from every successful person I've ever met in my life. Every leader I've ever met in my life. I've studied leadership for more than 10 years. I've met many leaders, for more than 10 years. I've met different people, who are in high positions in government, president. I've met people who are in charge, people, decision makers. I've met them in industries, in organizations. When I ask them questions, I discover that there's one thing that they always talk about, and I want you to write it down and never forget this. It is called execution. 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 Execute. Jump. Just do it. Just do it. Leaders execute. Influencers execute. Great people execute. Successful people execute. There is a time when they stop talking. They stop setting goals. It is good to start from setting goals. Start from planning. Talk about it. Organize your thinking. But there is a time when you stop and you jump and you execute and do what you can do so that you can fulfill your dreams and achieve your destiny. Thank you very much. And we'll see you tomorrow. Please share this video with everyone and have a wonderful evening if you're in Africa. Have a wonderful afternoon if you are in the United States. Bye for now. See you tomorrow.